Big Play Breakdown is presented by Groganstown Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
Central Catholic Fighting Irish still alive in the postseason. Mike Robinson from Game Day Nation joins us now for this Big Play Breakdown brought to you by Charlie's Dodge in Groganstown. And Mike Rob, in that win over St. Francis, the Irish got off to a little bit of a slow start. They got a couple big momentum boosts because of special teams, a kick return for a touchdown and another special teams play that really was the turning point for Central Catholic.
Yeah, 100%. You know, last week we took it over to St. Francis, and now we're taking it to Central Catholic. So if we go ahead and take a peek at the film, let's talk about that play you're looking at. So here, early in the game, Gio DeSantis and that special teams unit get out there and get the big blocked punt. This is huge because this football team needed this because the offense wasn't playing so hot. You see the men lined up. They're sending a huge pressure, double A-gap pressure. One guy there for max punt protection. That's not going to do the job when you have a clan of Irish coming right after you. So that play right there, go ahead and celebrate, big fella, because they needed that, and that sparked the route that Central Catholic would go on. Right here, you always need a little bit of help from your friends. But when you're Mr. Preston Reasonover, sometimes you just don't need it when you got wheels like that. This guy is special. But we're going to talk about the guys up front that you just may have missed. Let's look at the big fellas. Mr. Sennett, Adams, and Perez. These guys do the dirty work, and they get the job done. You see Mr. Charlie Moorhead over here getting pinned down. You see Mr. Perez with the nice kickout block. Hands inside of the blocker, making sure he had great leverage. You got to keep your head up on the tackle, but look right here, running through arm tackles, showing you that he's in the weight room. Receivers blocking. Look at Mr. Lee, and then look at Perez getting some more carnage here on this play. That's what it's about, blocking downfield, wipe me down, because you did get down there pretty easily. Let's look at, again, another situation where this is a young man who is just going to run for his life and just run people over. He had 5 touchdowns multiple times this season, but again, it's this offensive line from Central Catholic. Chad Hunter-Bricker, what are you feeding these guys? Take a look at it. Mr. Perez, nice block down there. Charlie Moorhead gets pancaked. But how does that happen? Because Mr. Perez and Sennett are doing the dirty work. But on the outside, it's Lee. Lee, yes, he's like the general. He is smacking guys and laying them down, stacking them up again. Prentice Reasonover is one of the toughest backs in this area. You see him there on that play. And again, this is how Central Catholic rolled to the finish, gave the deuces, and they took this one pretty easy.
So Central Catholic gets the win over St. Francis. He'll take on Avon Lake in the regional semifinals this Friday. That game at Gallagher Stadium. Now, also this Friday, this Thursday and Friday, the City League football comes to a regular season finale. We've got 3 teams. We've got Start, we've got Waite, we've got Woodward. All 3 of those teams are tied for first place at 3-1. None of them are playing each other this week. So is this just everybody's going to get healthy going into the City League semifinals next week?
I don't think they're going to play City League football to get healthy. They're playing for pride, and they're playing for the league title, because every week is a league title in the City League. You know more about it than I would, right? I mean, the Star Spartans, this is a football team with Coach Godfrey Lewis that just want to get better week by week, and I think that's the plight of the City League. They just want to play, get better, late start, but you know what? I think the teams that's not in that playoffs, they're going to be upset. So, I mean, they're going to want to spoil some things this week.
Yeah, so you've got Start taking on Rogers. That'll be the Thursday night game. Waite is playing Bowser, and then Woodward and Scott. And one of the interesting things is we're expecting those 3 first-place teams to all win and finish the year at 4-1. They all beat each other, yes. So the question really is, how are they going to determine the seeding for the City League tournament?
Well, we saw a few years back, the controversial, give the City League title to the team who didn't win it the most years back, and we even seen what coin flips been happening out here. So I think they're going to flip a coin and say, hey, maybe the point differentials is where they go, but that's a good question. Mr. Kaiser from the City League, give us some insight.
All right, that's going to do it for us this week on a Big Play Breakdown. I want to thank Mike Robb from College Football Weekly, as well as Game Day Nation. Of course, we keep him busy, and now you got Rocket football back on your plate now, too.
Hey, I'm excited about the Rocket football. Bowling Green on the plate. You know what it means. It's time for the Rockets to eat.